DeRosa, Austin Hayes is part of that young core there in Baltimore. And when you were telling me about this segment, I thought the interesting thing was that you told me was that Austin Hayes, they reconfigured the ballpark there recently in Baltimore, moved the fence way back and left. It's now Mount Baltimore. And he's tailored his swing because of that.
Yeah, Roflo, we're going to get into it. He got hurt last year in July, and it kind of zapped his right center power. This guy has always been a guy that's tried to play with the big part of the field, gap to gap. And then, like you're saying, they adjusted that wall to left field. That's a big poke to get it out of there. So he wants to get back to manipulating the ball opposite field. Talk about a guy. This is why I love the skybox. There's so many great superstars in our game, but there's also guys kind of aspiring on that track to kind of want to be a superstar. Talk about adding value on a daily basis. 2016, Jacksonville University, third-round pick, Baltimore Orioles, Austin Hayes, and he came quick, and he's been a really good player for this team. All facets, we're going to get into it, right? He's gotten off to a really nice start for this ball club. And I'm going to bring up a board here in a minute that kind of shows the back of the baseball card. That's who you are. So pause this. And what do I mean by that? If you're going to play through injury, no one really cares. If you hit 225 and you tell the world, hey, my shoulder was sore, or I played with a tight hamstring all year, they don't care. Your numbers are who they say you are. He got nicked up. Bring up the first board. Take a look at this. 2021, 256, kind of your 770 OPS, a weighted runs created plus, 6% better than your average big leaguer. But then there was an uptick early last year, April through June, 131 weighted runs created plus. And then he tried to dive for a ball in July and said it zapped his right center power. And you could see the numbers for the rest of the season. He was a below your average big league player. Well, he's right back to being a force in a big way. Let's get back into the tape. Eric Nays, researcher to the Stars, dove in on this manifesto. And we're going to talk about him pulling baseballs real quick. You talk about barrel percentage. No one's had a bigger uptick. He is on the gas. 95 right there from Trevor May. Little nasty changeup down in the zone. Fouls off a cutter. All of a sudden, little changeup middle of the plate. Pulled over Baltimore's big wall. So bring me up the barrel percentage after he gets himself a little bit of a hose off right there. I love this board. This is a great one. Highest barrel percentage increase from 22 to 23 among qualifiers. Look at Matt Olson, killing the game. Randy Arozarena, Matt Chapman having a monster. If you've dove in on Patrick Wisdom, he makes contact, it's leaving the yard. And there's Austin Hayes. Look at the barrel percentage increase from 5.2 to 13.3, difference of 8.1%. So that's huge. So we know he can get the head out, okay? What else can he do? Let's get back into the tape right here. Left on left, dead center. Unbelievable right there. And this is what he wants to be on a day-to-day basis. He wants to be able to drive the ball out to right center, give himself the most margin for error. Well, he talked about getting hurt last year and not being able to do that. And if you flash back to his first big league home run, September 16, 2017, you are who you were in the minors, you are who you were at Jacksonville, kind of that thought process. Pause. That's what he was thinking when he first came to the big leagues. I'll play with the big part of the field. Check it out. Let's take a side angle view of what he's trying to accomplish. Pause. He could actually stay behind a little bit more. What do I mean by that? When you get into the side angles, you could almost stay here. This almost becomes a kickstand instead of falling forward with it. Run this. But he is in a good position to hit. Run that back to point of contact. Bang, right there. I tell the young kids at home, just a different thought process, right? I like to work from the waist up, one arm bats, manipulating it, up the middle the other way. But another thing that I like to tell them from time to time, don't be afraid to hit with, if you're a right-handed hitter, you want your right butt cheek, like getting there, bang, almost hitting the baseball. at the point of contact. He is fully engaged right there, driving that out to right center. Pretty awesome swing right there. Give me the slug by direction board. Take a look at this. 2021. A lot of pull, straight opposite field slug, 416. Take a look at him now. So something was wrong with him the end of last year. He had no pop the other way. Then you become kind of that cheat monster. You get casty, you start grounding out to the left side. 654 now. What do we got, Capalbo? Give me the spray chart.
Classic spray chart.
Classic Eric Nay's spray chart. We're playing with a third of the field, Lauren.
I get it.
Come on. Let's play with the big part.
That's mine on the left.
That's you on the left.
Dead full.
Take two and ground out to third base. Give me one more. Back to the video right here. He also handles high velocity. Nays, I'm going to have to take a knee after this one.
No BGs, too.
Austin Hayes,
You
96,
love that, Robert.
top of the zone. See you later right there. Bring up the last board. Chris Sale, 96, into the black seats, dead center. Not a better feeling. Circling the pillows, a little crisp in the air at Fenway. Highest average, four-seam fastball sinker combo. Kevin Kiermaier, that's interesting. Top of the zone right there, 456. And then there's Austin Hayes. So, and TJ Friedel, I'm on you. Cincinnati, interesting. They got some players, but it takes everyone. I know there's superstars littered throughout our game, but I love diving in on guys like Austin Hayes and Riley Green.